Welcome to Take It or Leave It, where I find a trending video and I ask my husband / personal trainer of many years whether the advice is good or not. This video is about progressive overload, which, if I understand, is adding weight over time.
Let's see what this video says.
Here's an example of how to progressively overload so that you can build and get stronger. So, week 1, 6 reps. Week 2, 8 reps. Week 3, 10 reps. Week 4, 12 reps. Week 5, moving on to a new phase of training. Now we can increase the weight slightly. I just increased it by 4 pounds or 5 pounds, so a slight increase.
Fundamentally spot on. So as you said, to kick it off, it's about increasing weight. It's also about increasing reps. So that's what we call double progression of progressive overload, is you increase reps like she's doing until you've added so many reps, you've built the strength and muscle that you can do the next higher weight. More of a beginner training age, you're gonna be able to add reps like she said, but that's a lot of reps to go from 6 to 12 before you increase, or to just do that in general for somebody with a good training experience. That's really freaking hard to just add that many reps in a month. Like, if you do that forever and ever, like, I'd be lifting 1,000 pounds by now with not even trying, you know? So like, it's not gonna be that smooth. It's gonna be much more calculated and slower just in general, but fundamentally what she's saying is correct. I don't think you need to double your reps before you can add more weight. I usually try and get people to go up 2 or 3 reps per set and then add some weight. So if you start at 6 reps for 3 sets, I want you to get to 3 sets of 8, and then I'll increase the weight by 5 pounds and I'll bring the reps back down to 6.
And is that 5 total pounds, 5 pounds?
Yeah, more like 5 pounds each side. So she's using 1 dumbbell, so I would say 5 to 10 pounds from there, but usually like the smallest weight increment. If you go from 6 to 12 reps like she did, you should be able to do like 10 or 15 pounds more.
I was gonna say, if you're doing that many at the same weight, then you probably could have been doing more.
Yeah, like you way undersold 6 reps then. So like, yeah, you weren't getting enough stimulus then in weeks 1, 2, maybe even 3. If you could build like that, you simply didn't do enough weight to begin with.
Right.
Unless again, you're a beginner, because newbie gains are real. But if you're not a beginner and you can do 6 reps week 1 and 12 reps week 4, like, pick a heavier weight. Let's see what else she has to say.
Now we go from lifting 14 kg, progressing the reps over 4 weeks, to now lifting 2 kg heavier. And now we're gonna drop the reps back down to 6. And over the next few weeks, we're gonna build those reps from 6 to 8 reps, to 10 reps, to 12 reps. This is just one very simple way that you can get better at a move while increasing the reps, adding weight, and then decreasing the reps and working your way back up.
There's room for nuance in terms of your training age. So how long have you been training? And the longer you've been training, the harder it is to add reps and to add weight. And so you're just not gonna go from 6 to 12 reps in a movement in a month.
Would you recommend going up on weight if the current weight challenges your form in any way?
You should still be fighting for it. Like, that's still the goal of every set when we go into a workout, is to try and add some progression to it, whether it's just a rep or a little bit of weight. But if the weight is challenging your form, that means that you're at a good weight and you're at a good intensity. So that is a good thing. And that may mean that you aren't able to add a rep the next time out, because the form breaking down is its own form of failure for the movement. And so it is a good sign that you're challenging yourself enough. But yeah, you don't want to go beyond that to where your form actually breaks down. So the intent matters to try and get that extra rep, but if you can't get there because your form is breaking down, that's okay. You are reaching a point of stimulus within that exercise that's very good.
So just because you can hit that number doesn't mean you should progress. You should have great form and have great control.
Yeah, the form and the control comes first. And then if you can add reps on top of that or add weight on top of that, amazing.
Well, there you go. Sounds like we're going to take it.
Take it.
So there you go.
Take it. Yeah, the only thing that I would kind of qualify or add to it to give further context is, again, you're training. As longer you train, the harder it is to do this. So once you get more and more and more experience, let's say that you've got 3 sets of 6 of a certain exercise and you hit it at 40 pounds week 1. Well, in week 2, you're still gonna use 40 pounds and your goal is 3 sets of 7, but you may not hit it for all 3 sets. You may only get it for 1. Some weeks you may get it for none, and that's okay because the progress is just much slower because you have more experience. So the intent, like we already talked about, matters. You wanna go into that workout thinking, I'm gonna get 3 sets of 7 this time, but you may only get it the first set, you may get it 2 of the 3, you may get it none of the 3. All of that is fine. We just need to keep trying to add to it over time, and eventually you'll get to 3 of 7, 3 of 8, and then you can go up to 45 pounds and start over at 3 sets of 6. But take it. Great advice.
Take it.